Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Coram with Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com. Today we bring you 3119 Virginia Avenue in the highly desirable Papeton subdivision. Basic cross streets are going to be Fillmore and I-25, so you're real close to downtown but not quite in it, in a very mature neighborhood, lots of nice trees, lots of nice houses. This is a great area. At 125, this ranch style home features just over 2,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a 2-car garage. At 125, we're stealing this, guys, because property values in the neighborhood are easily in the 160, 170 bracket. You're going to like what you see. Come on in. Let's take a look. So we're walking into 3119 Virginia Avenue. And one of the things I like about this house right out of the gate is not throughout, but in a couple places we have this brick feature where they basically did a veneer brick from the bottom to the top. This actually is pretty tastefully done. I mean, sometimes it doesn't come out too well, but I think this gives this a nice design element, which really feels nice. I like the way that came out. In the living room and main areas, most of this house, as you're going to see, is actually in pretty good shape. Now, it was built in the 50s, so no doubt it's a little dated at its core, but really this has been updated pretty recently. Right out of the gate, the carpeting is fine. It's got some track marks from where they look like they had a rug here as you came in, but I really don't think I'd be worried about replacing this carpet, at least not in the real near future. We head back this direction to find the kitchen, and the kitchen is amazing. Again, we've got this brick theme as you walk in, so this is a nice accent piece. And then the kitchen looks wonderful. It's got a lot of cabinet space, relatively new cabinets. It's got a granite style, it's not real granite, it's Formica, but a granite style countertop that goes throughout, which is also relatively recent. The appliances look to be in pretty good shape. I do want to point out, guys, that it's missing the dishwasher, so you may have to reconfigure the cabinets just a little bit, but being that the cabinets are so modern, you won't have any trouble just kind of filling this in with a dishwasher. You can easily add that, so don't worry about it. This is the larger of the two, so arguably the master bedroom. Again, pretty good shape. It's got wood-clad windows, which are older, but these look to be in pretty good shape. So I don't think I'm going to worry too much about the windows. I think they insulate pretty well. Again, the carpeting looks nice, and in general, this house just presents very well. And at 125, this is a pretty stellar deal. The secondary bedroom on the upper level is back here. Same story. I mean, I'm going to paint it probably. Match the trim out a little bit better than it is right now, but I think the wood-clad windows are probably great. It's got a pretty decent-sized closet. So yeah, good to go. A little paint, a little touch-up, this thing is ready to go, and I think we're getting it at an excellent price. We have the bathroom over here, and they did a nice tile on the floor there, which I think is in good shape. The tile surround is the old-style 4-inch tile, so I'd be looking to maybe replace that. The vanity looks to be okay, and it's missing your typical vanity glass, so that is something you may want to consider adding on. And it is painted blue, so something we may consider just updating the color on. That kind of concludes the upstairs. I mean, the living room's nice, the kitchen's in tip-top shape. Let's go check out the basement. That's pretty sweet, too. Heading downstairs in 3119 Virginia, we start into this room, which I'll be the first to admit is a little bit strange. Out of the gate, you have a tile flooring area. It's kind of like this doubled as a dining room. And guys, I think it probably did, because as you're going to see, this actually has 2 kitchens, one upstairs, which we just saw, and then one down here. So what I'm thinking they were doing is maybe they were renting this out, or this was just a dual family home, but you've got 2 basically entirely separate living spaces in this home. So something to factor in. Maybe you rent out the additional space, you know, who knows. Back here we have what we have officially dubbed the panic room. I don't know how much of this you're going to get on the camera, but it's just kind of a cellar area that you walk down into. No real rhyme or reason for it. Looks like it was built this way. So, yeah, I can't tell you what it's for, but it's got a little panic room off to the side. That would be good for cold storage. If you got a wine cellar or something you wanted to stick down there, get a couple of options where you can kind of just store stuff off to the side. So that's a nice touch. The layout feels very familiar to upstairs because it basically is a copy of upstairs. You got this lower bedroom. One of the first things I like to do in a remodel is get rid of this wood paneling. I think it makes the room darker than it needs to be, and it kind of dates it. So I think if you remove the paneling, get down to the drywall, and then paint this, I think it'll present a lot better than it does currently. So it's something to consider there. And then back this direction, we have the second bedroom, completing our 4. Same story. I'm going to remove the wood paneling. Want you to notice that down here they did replace the windows with vinyl windows, so these look basically new. I mean, there isn't even any dirt on them. So I would imagine those are pretty much brand new windows. Those are good to go as well. And I told you there was a second kitchen. Before we head over there though, here's the bathroom in the lower level. The surround on it's a little dated, so I might look at adding a tile to there, but it is clean, so for now it's perfectly functional, but just something you'd want to consider maybe updating later. The vanity needs a little updating as well. Nothing is seriously out of whack, just a few things that we might want to bring into the times. And here's the second kitchen I was telling you about. Now, so this is nice. You got a whole second sink here, another stove, a hood range there. So yeah, I mean, if you have multi-families living in the house or you just want to rent out a portion of your property, this gives you the option to do it because it's good to go. You know, your roommate on this property could practically cover half, if not more, of your mortgage because the mortgage on this is going to be so reasonable at only $125,000 purchase price. Great deal. So we're out back at 3119 Virginia Avenue, and one thing I want to point out to you guys is this huge covered patio area just directly to the side of the house. Now, this doesn't have much of a backyard. You can see down this direction, your property line kind of backs up here, but what it doesn't have in backyard, it makes up for it a huge front area. So it actually is a pretty huge lot. It's just more of it's up front than it is out back. But when you are out back, you've got all this covered patio space. You set up your grill, put your patio furniture out here, and the way this is configured, if you can check this out, I mean, you're completely protected from the elements back here. I mean, you could have a party, it could be completely raining, you wouldn't feel a thing. So, with that, let's recap Virginia. The property address is 3119 Virginia Avenue. It's in the Papeton subdivision in sort of the central part of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Cross streets will be Fillmore and I-25, basically. This property features 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, a 2-car garage, and 2 kitchens as well. You've got 2 entirely different living spaces, one upstairs and one downstairs, which is ideal for those of you who have a roommate or want to get into a rental situation with multifamily. You could do that with this property. At only $125,000, guys, you can barely get 2,000 square feet anywhere in town for $125,000, but you can get a little over 2,000 square feet in this pristine neighborhood if you act quickly. As always, give me a call if you want to see this one. The phone number is at the bottom of the screen, 719-649-2500, and like many of you have already, check us out on Facebook, where our fan page is Colorado Springs Foreclosure Deals, and make sure you hit the website and register. It's www.coloradospringsforeclosuredeals.com, where you can get instant email updates of the best foreclosure properties right as they hit the market. Guys, it's Donnie Corum from ColoradospringsForeclosureDeals.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.